Maybe you give them something that's familiar. I remember Sekou bringing in the Mickey Mouse theme song and then what he did with that eventually. So, and I think he was one of those, the way he created the poetry circles and the community sings was wonderful because he would have people bring things that were familiar to them into the room. And his hope was that he would have people coming from different camps into the room. So, and he was, I think his ultimate hope was that he'd have the Tea Party radical over here and the Black Panther over here, and they'd all come to the room together. They'd bring a piece of poetry that said America to them, and then they'd be looking at each other and go, well, that's not my America. Well, it's my America, and let's talk about why it's mine and why it's yours, and how the two can maybe have some relationship to each other instead of just, I don't know. If you can film it, you can see that.
There's love and there's candy. There's love, which I think is the antithesis of fear. And this corresponds to the notion of safe space. So maybe the first answer to your question, how do you get people to work together, is how do you make a safe environment? And some of that for me is about multiple modalities. And again, this is something that I draw from being a 10th grade English teacher, which is that you're not going to reach any number of kids in the same way, that we all have different intelligences. We all have ways that we learn best.
The more we create these spaces where people can speak, and I say speak, it could be dance. And when I say speak, I mean whatever the expression is. Yeah, whatever the language is, the language of the body, the language of the voice. The more that we can create those spaces, sometimes they're going to be very small, finite space. Theoretically, I mean, they're not finite, but kind of logistically finite. The more we will be able to even shift the question. Because, I mean, the question is that what question that you would have would not be my question too?